What's up, guys, and thanks for joining me on another episode of Twisted Wrench Garage. This week, we're actually going to be hopping back on my mom's car, the 2008 Pontiac G8. That's hot. But what we're going to be doing actually is we've been looking. Look, these parts, they're hard to find. What I've got here in these boxes here is a pair of, what were they? I don't even remember what they're called. It took me so long to find the darn things. I think they are PEDDERS. So she said, oh, I need some struts on the front of my car. And I looked online trying to find some factory ones, and I even tried finding the aftermarket ones like that. And I can tell you what, they are stupid hard to find. You know, I mean, it is a Pontiac. They stopped making them, which is understandable. So, I mean, but hey, I hear Pontiac's trying to make a comeback. So, hopefully, we can start getting some more available parts for these kind of things. When, you know, we're working on something like this, it's not, you know, fighting tooth and nail trying to find a part that you need. But what I did was I ordered both front struts from Summit Racing. They had the PEDDERS in stock. Well, they had one in stock. I got that one, and then the other one took another week and a half to ship because they just didn't have it. They had to wait. I was waiting for like a month from the actual PEDDERS website, and they never got them back in. Luckily, I was able to find them on Summit. But I've got the car already jacked up in the air up here. We're gonna get the wheels and tires off of it. We're gonna start tearing into this, see if we can get this taken care of, because you guys might be able to see some of the clouds out there, and it's looking like it's gonna storm, and it's already been raining, so we're gonna try to see what we can get done. All right, so let's take a look at what we got. I only opened one of the boxes. I ordered the struts, and then I also ordered whatever these things are. I don't even remember what they are. So, top strut bushing? Yeah, it's a top strut bushing. It goes on top of the strut. I guess the one on the passenger side isn't there. I guess whoever replaced it before, I guess they just forgot to put it back. I don't know why. Kind of need it, because that side over there, I mean, you can definitely tell that side sits lower because of this right here. So I hadn't ordered a brand new pair of those so we can replace both top sides. I think there's something on the bottom of those struts as well, but I could be wrong. Oh, let's take a look. Yeah, we got PEDDERS suspension. These should be the front struts. One only. Yeah. Let's take a look at it. Alright. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Part number 9464R. So I'm assuming this is the right side. We've got it all strapped up and everything. So I've got a strut spring compressor here. We're going to be using that to compress the springs on those factory struts, and we'll be getting these put in. These aren't anything special when it comes to like performance or anything. These are just a factory ride height kind of strut. It just more of a sportier suspension. So they should do pretty well in there. That's gone forever. But they gave us new hardware, nylock nuts, bolts. So I guess we're going to get this driver's side out first, because I think that one, let's see. That one goes, yeah, I think that is the passenger side. So let's grab the other one out of the box. We'll start tearing apart this driver's side first, because I know this one's got all the pieces. And then that way we can verify where all that stuff goes. Never actually worked on the struts on one of these before, but it won't be too bad. Well, let's get these wheels popped off of here. Let's see what it's going to take to get all this taken apart. All right, those are all off. Let's get this tire out of our way. Let's see what it's going to take. All right. Got some clips here. They're on that. Those are good. So unbolt these here. Put the top bolt up top. I need to get this sway bar end link off of here as well, and then we can start pulling it all out. So let me grab the sockets that I need to get this going here, and we'll get her taken apart. All right, I went ahead and I got this free. I've got that sway bar end link free. This is pulled off of this. This is just kind of hanging free, so now we just got to get up top and unbolt that single bolt up top, and we should be able to pull this whole unit out. All right, let's see if we can get this off without having to use a wrench on the top of this. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. I heard it just fall. Oh, that's all right. We'll let go. And that's out. All right, there's that little bushing we were talking about. So let's get this in the garage, see if we can't get this spring compressed, and we'll just start getting the new one put in. Here comes the part that I'm not super big fan of. I gotta compress these springs enough so I can unbolt this top and pull this top mounting plate off, and then I can move this spring over to there and then put the mounting plate back on and put it all back together. So I've got this kind of set up. You want to put them equally opposite. I've got one set as far down on the bottom of the farthest lower spring as I can, and then the other one I've got directly opposite of it. So I'm going to grab a little bit of lubricant. I'm going to spray it on these threads, kind of help a little bit. This spring compressor has been used. I mean, I thought there were supposed to be washers on the top. They're supposed to keep it from digging down inside the thing itself. So I'm hoping this is gonna work, because I think this is the only one they had in stock. So grab some lubricant and we'll give it a try. This is definitely my least liked part of doing these. All right, so we're gonna start snugging these down equally. Just to where we have enough to get this part. Keep yourself away from this end. Am I off enough? I feel like I'm off enough. Grab a hammer. Let me tap on this just a little bit. You don't really want to overdo it. Might be just stuck to the spring. Yeah, I think it might be. So I think I'm gonna grab the socket, see if I can get this off of here. Is that the same size? Okay, it is. Please don't hurt me. Oh, and it needs to be a deep. Okay. I don't have a deep 15/16, so I'm gonna have to use a wrench. I'm pretty sure I got this snug enough for the spring compressor. That's what I'm hoping, at least. This thing scared the crap out of me. set it out over here how it goes on there. Jumpy, huh? All right. How does that? Does that just go in the entire thing? Huh. Okay. Uh-oh. I'll have to look at what I got. Set this stuff over here. Now the spring should be able to come off. All right. Keep in mind, that's a ticking time bomb if that tool breaks or whatever, so keep in mind where it is at all times. I'm gonna pull some of this stuff off. And we can reuse it to kind of help keep things clean in there. But there's our whole strut. It's not horrible, but it doesn't have any backupness, so its rebound days are over. So let's get it swapped over. Okay, I just got this apart. Probably should show you guys how it went. This thing was just shoved into here, and then this bearing was just pushed down in there, and that popped out. I've heard that these things break like every time you pull them out, so I'm kind of happy this one didn't come apart. This bushing isn't horrible, but we're gonna replace it with the PEDDERS anyways. So just gonna move this bushing or this bearing over. Put that in there. Hopefully it'll stay. Oh, because that's gotta go on there. So this has gotta go on here, and this goes inside. Okay. We need to get our new strut here. We're gonna need to cut this band that's gonna extend out. Let's see if I got some cutters over here. I don't have my pocket knife on me. Alright. And there it goes. Alright. Pull this cap off. It came with a new nut, so we'll just slide that aside. Alright, so now, gotta put it back together. So this is gonna go on like so. And this cover went on. Here, I'm gonna pull this back off. Put this cover on here. There we go. A little better. With that. Then it's time for the spring. And you take this whole deal and put it on here. Get that plate lined up with where the spring is. Right there. We got this washer, which was upside down. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be. I don't think so. I'm not sure. And our new nut. And we're going to snug that down. After we're done snugging this down, we'll be able to undo the spring compressor and let the spring loose. Not too bad, not too bad. Other than this tool, I'm not a big fan of. Is that turning? Yeah, that's turning the whole thing. So I'm gonna need some sort of wrench. Not a 7/16. It's not a 3/8, so it's metric. Where's my long lost 10mm? Can I use 3/8? No, I cannot use a 3/8. Well, come on now. 8. Here's just my spare piece. I was just hoping I had one in here. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna have to grab one from my toolbox. 10mm it is. All right, let's finish snugging this up. I guess it was already basically there. Cool. So now we can undo these again equally. Watch your fingers. One and two. All right, that one is done. Need to loosen this one a little more. So now we just gotta reverse this process and put it back in. So let's get in there and let's get this put back together. All right, let's get this slipped in here. See if we can't get this top bolt started. They didn't give us a new top bolt, so it's all right. There we go. Let's get that snugged up. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna say that's good to go. We just gotta get down in the bottom and hook everything else back up. Alright, let's see if we can get this back together. The washers we're gonna reuse. Go ahead and set those up. And we just need to get this up in there. I thought I was going to need my jack, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Put it together pretty easy. There's one and bottom one. There we go. All right. Of course, it's not the same size as the other one. This one. Nope. 3/4. Size you're looking for. That one. Cool. You get our sway bar in link in. I wish I might have to jack it up. that up by hand, I guess. Other than putting these clips back where they go. That one goes there. Well, if I can get it in the right spot. I think that's supposed to have a clip on it. It's been previously busted. Sure, it looks like it's been broken. Done. All right, we just got to repeat this process on this other side. All right, guys, I want to show you something. Now this right here, this is exactly how I pulled it out of the car. Back up a little bit, okay? You notice anything wrong? So, I don't even have to compress the spring because they didn't compress it and put it back together the right way. Why? Doesn't make any sense to me. So, it's gonna take some figuring out, I guess. That makes absolutely zero sense. Why would you do that? Is this top plate busted? I'm confused. No, it isn't. We're missing the bearing in this one, so that's nice. Oh boy. A plus, guys. A plus. What's up, guys? It's another day. Back working on that Pontiac G8 for my mom. Had to call it quits yesterday because we ended up finding that passenger side strut wasn't put together properly whenever it was done last. They just kind of put the spring on the strut and put it up in there, and I guess jacked it up in there and was enough so they could get the nut on. I don't know. It just wasn't done right. So I had to wait on my mom actually to run out to her house because she lives like 2 hours away from here, and she had to snag up some of the parts that I needed because I guess she actually had some of them. One of the things that I needed was the little bearing that goes underneath the new strut bushing. This is what goes on the top, and it needs that bearing to help keep this. I don't know why it hasn't, but luckily she did have another boot protector here, and then this little doohickey. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try to hop back into this. We got more rain in the forecast. That's been pretty much all we've been getting here lately is rain. We do is just non-stop. So hopefully that stuff will clear off after too long. And but let's get you guys in here. Let's get this strut put together. Let's get this project finished. We'll cut this band. And we're gonna have to pull on the last one at least, there is this thing, it's on this one too. It's like a little plastic cover. Pull this plastic cover off. This one's coming off in pieces, so I don't know if I'll put that one back on. But that affects me being able to put this spring compressor on it. Now I've got to figure out how this is gonna go on. So I can put the spring compressor on it, and in spots that it's not gonna mess with my, okay, spring compressor. Right there, probably like right here. All right, that'll give us our location for our first one. So we kind of have to treat this like we're putting in a brand new spring, even though it's not. Alright, make sure our pins are pushed in. And snug it up a little bit so it doesn't slip. And we're going to get the other side on the other going. Yeah, good there, why not? And we need to go on the opposite side. So we had one that was super close to this, I remember, so we need to move this closer to this. Yeah, it was probably closer to there. All right. Now on the opposite side. Excuse me. All right. Now while we got this kind of set up, sort of. I hate spring compressors. I think I've told you guys that before. Need to grab a few things from up here. That's great. That's fantastic. So that little piece of plastic thing, it's got a bunch of ball bearings in it, and it just came out of the little thing and just shattered, and ball bearings went freaking everywhere. Yay. All right, after that debacle, you guys saw that thing fly and bearings went freaking everywhere. So I ended up having to use a little magnetic tray and walk this entire area for about 10-15 minutes, and I was luckily able to find them all. So let's put that back together and let's get back to trying to finish this up. Now I hope you guys see what I meant whenever I was talking about before yesterday, whenever these things are known to like fall apart. Yep. I'm gonna spray a little looby-dooby in there. Turn my thing upside down. Come on now, give me some liquids. All right. See if we can snap this back together. Oh yeah, that sounds good. It'll be all right though. So that needs to go down in there. All right, so back to what we were doing. So let's slip our protected boot over. Go that way or this way? Goes this way, because it'll actually snap onto this bottom part, just like so. Come on now. There. And we got this piece that goes on. guess it just sits right there. All right. So then we'll need to compress our spring. Grab my electric tool. Where'd that go? Right behind me. All right, let's get this compressed. Again, even pressure. That might be enough. Yeah, that'll be enough. So now we need to get this on here where it's supposed to go. Just like that. Get this bad boy that we just spent 30 minutes putting back together. I think we're gonna have to go in more. Yeah. Gonna have to push that in some more. Pull it off of there. Let go in the socket. There. Try that, I guess. Oh. This thing is... I'm almost wondering if the spring is weird because of the way he put it together. All right, we got this. Yeah, we can get the nut started. We'll put our washer on and get our nut going. All right, grab our bigger socket. I think we're good there. We can release the spring now. This thing's actually going to be put together properly now. Here's one side. This other side kind of wedged itself in there a little bit, so we might need to tap that out of there. Yep. All right, one last little stretch and we're gonna be done with this. So let's get in there, let's put this on the car. Starting to rain. Last thing, torque these lug nuts. And this can be done. All right, I'm gonna go take this for a quick spin so this suspension will settle down. I'm hoping it's not going to need an alignment after this, but it might, so we'll see. Yeah, taking it for a short little drive definitely stabilized it and leveled it all out. The tires look nice and straight now. They were kind of whoop or whoop that way, but that's done. Looks a lot better. This side was super low to the ground before. Now it kind of seems level all the way around, so that's good. That's awesome. Well, guys, we got my mom's car all taken care of. Got both struts taken care of. Yeah, we had to wait a day because of the passenger side. Whoever put it together last wasn't smart. Or they just didn't know what they were doing. It happens. Sometimes you're gonna run into projects that you're working on and things are gonna come apart not exactly the way that they were meant to. And sometimes that's just kind of the way it works. So you just have to work your way around it. You know, proceed, keep going. You know, keep moving forward. You'll get the job done. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all this continued support. We're getting really close to that 700 subscriber mark. Definitely want to hit that 1,000. So again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in, watching, hanging out with me while I'm in the garage. My family thanks you for the continued support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on this one. We'll check you guys out on the next episode.